Hello, welcome to the vlog. Just realised I haven't introduced myself for ages, so if you're new here, hello, welcome, thank you so much. My name's Letitia, I'm also known as Mrs. Bertimus, and this really is more like a diary, especially since I took early retirement last year from art teaching, and I just really want to track the journey, the shenanigans, everything like that. I also really like a good old chat, and this one is a particularly chatty vlog, so please, whatever you do, put kettle on, get yourself a nice brew. This one is mainly about a painting, this one here, Dear Prudence, which is also the title of the little exhibition I've got up at the minute. And yeah, I think crack open the custard creams as well. Let's get going. So I never know what a painting's going to be about, and what I often find is the faces can sometimes come through really quickly, and she did. I've worked on an old abstract piece which I never felt, it never had a focal point, it never really had a meaning or anything, but I really liked the surface. I enjoyed working on the surface, but it was never finished. And this has been 3 years, maybe older, just hanging around at my studio at home. And then I thought, right, I'm going to do something with it. Now, the thing is, which is quite difficult with something like this, is you've paused and you've stopped for a long time, and there were things about this surface I really liked. So part of me is thinking, oh, don't ruin it, and it was really, really hard to get started. But once I did, I mean, I got that face in about 2 hours yesterday. I quite like that she looks really mardy. I quite like her hair. It looks quite 1940s, I think. And I think she'll stand out much more when some of this is blocked out. But I don't know if there's going to be anything else, because I don't know the story or the kind of, not always necessarily a full story, but a feeling behind it. And this is the tricky spot when you work like this. You've got to let it evolve, and it's got to kind of be in your head the whole time. So I'm finding now the whole time I'm looking and trying to think, what's it about? I don't know if there's going to be some kind of flowers hanging. I mean, today is May Day, and when I walk into the studio, there's bluebells, there's forget-me-nots, there's things kind of blossom and bursting into life. But I don't know. Maybe branch of a blossom tree? Or is that too pretty? Is that too obvious? Oh, I don't know. So that's going to really bug me. But I'm going to play around a little bit on my iPad, and that does help. That does help, because then I've not got the fear of messing up any of the work. So, and I'm also going to keep this palette limited, because I quite like how quiet it is. And the body, don't know if you can see, the body is going to stay the colour of the background. So it's just this that's going to go. Don't think I'm going to put any detail on the dress or anything like that. I mean, that could all change. Next time I talk to you, she'll be a squirrel. I've had a couple of comments, and some people have very kindly pointed out that they can't hear everything. And I just want to say, I'm not great at the tech. I'm literally press record on my phone, and I've got a little phone stand, and that's about it. But I did get a little microphone. I was going to say a microwave, but no, I haven't got a microwave. Well, I have got a microwave. Oh, this is what it's like, isn't it? Anyway, I've got a microphone. It wasn't very expensive. I haven't got a huge budget for filming equipment, and to be honest, even if I did, I wouldn't know what to do with it. So I'm hoping this might work. Oh, yeah, just a minute. I don't know if I've ever told you about my favourite podcast, Art Juice. When I'm walking into the studio, there is nothing more I love than listening to Art Juice. It's two ladies, Alice Sheridan and Louise Fletcher, both artists. Both have got art communities, and the communities are brilliant as well. This isn't like an advert, but they just are. They're really inspiring. And the podcast is just literally like listening to two arty people have a chat. It's really entertaining and really informative, but it's got that lovely kind of naturalness about it. And I always look, it's the only one actually that I've listened to every single one, and I look forward to the next one coming up. And it's almost like, oh, you know, you're part of the gang. So anyway, if you haven't listened to Art Juice and you like arty chat, much better quality chat than this, by the way, but if you like arty chat, highly recommend. It's lovely to have while you're having a walk, you know, or I often listen to it when I'm working as well. So anyway, yeah, just wanted to say that was something that popped into my head this morning because I just listened to the latest one, which was great. Yeah, so I'm going to go now. Speak later. Hope this is working. Testing. This is where I say a little prayer. So here she is finished and on the wall, and I really like how Michael has curated it so that she's got a lot of space around her, because this is the one obviously the show is named after, but it was also kind of quite a pivotal piece for me. Reason why she was really important as well is, the funny thing is, when I was painting her, the song Dear Prudence kept playing around in my head, and I never know why, and sometimes this has happened before when I've painted a piece, and it's not until afterwards and I think of the lyrics, and really it's about where I am now, because where it's saying, won't you come out to play, the sun is out, the sky is blue, it's been such a weird kind of transition from knowing what you are, having a job, having responsibilities, and it's been for more than half of your life. It's become your life, and then you let that go, and my only daughter's gone to uni, so a bigger part of my daily life just suddenly changed all at once. And now I'm not saying, you know, it wasn't horrible that those things have happened, but it takes a while, doesn't it, to kind of shuffle off that old coat. And it surprised me how long it took to, well, I still think I've got to still wear that coat every now and again, but it took a long time. I just thought I'd snap into my new way of living and that would be it, and it wasn't like that. And now I feel I'm getting into the swing of it, and I'm getting happier if someone asked me what I do. You know, I used to kind of go, oh, I'm a painter. And sometimes I think people used to think I was a painter and decorator, especially with what I wear. And now I generally, now I'll say, yeah, I'm an artist, because that's what I do most of my time. And it was really funny because this really came on quite quickly with putting the work up and getting everything ready, which actually has been the best way, as I've said before, just kind of, oh my God, just do it. Don't overthink, just do it. And Michael just said to me, right, what are we calling the show? And it literally only took about 2 minutes, and it was like, yeah, it's Dear Prudence. And this is the painting for this body of work. This was the last painting, and I feel not it's a conclusion, but it's the end of a chapter. I think that's the best way of explaining it. Dear Prudence is the end of a chapter, and I'm going on to a new chapter. Yeah. So I just want to say a huge thank you for watching, and I'll pop another vlog on soon. I'll show you a bit more about the actual exhibition in the next one, and general shenanigans that happen. And I don't have to do this time because I've come back in the studio. It's been the best part of 2 weeks I've not been in because it's been half term and things like that. And a lovely friend has left me custard creams. So, you know what you deserve for watching this. Thanks ever so much. Bye. Just got into the studio. Oh, so there's a big noise. Yeah, so you never really know. Well, no, we'll start again. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm having, I like a cup of hot water in the morning to flush me kidneys out, as me nana would say.